The hip or the shoulder to the chest?
They both was tough, but, I had adrenaline going, so, I ain't really feel it too much.
What did you think of the way Sam played it?
He played good. He shook back like we knew he was going to do and led his team to a victory.
Well, when you caught that ball in the middle of the field, did you know you could turn on the Jets and get to the end zone?
Yeah, I knew I was. As soon as I caught it, I seen the backside safety had failed, so, I was a walking. Good ball by Sam in stride.
Did you do the Cali dance afterward?
No, I ain't hit it.
Jordan, obviously great for you guys as a team and you personally to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Then it started getting chippy and physical out there. How was it all told for you?
That's football. That's the game we signed up for. So, when we put these pads on, it's just all work. It's nothing personal.
But to finally shake off not getting into the end zone after last game to get in there, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we just did a better job finishing it this week. You know what I'm saying? Last week, our total offense yards and stuff was high. We was executing, but we just didn't finish in the red zone.
Every team needs to be respected. Everyone's paid. There's talent across the board around the league. So, they did a good job. They had a good game plan, and it was just, came down to like who was going to be more physical and who was going to out-execute each other.
Like, why do you think you guys have been so effective stopping the run?
It's easy. I think it always starts up front. I think our guys on the line do a really good job with the movements and their counter movements whenever we're stunting and they might be pulling or doing zone the opposite way. They're able to use their hands and counter back. As a linebacker, I'd like to get a little bit more tackles. I rock back. I'm like, oh, it's my tackle. And then all of a sudden, P. Jones smacks the ball carrier. I'm like, well, you really can't be mad. So, it's great to see those guys handle business. And whenever your front is dominated, it's going to be a good day.
What's it like when you have so many guys that can get pressure on the quarterback? It seems like when you have anywhere, along the line, you're going to get pressure with those guys.
I think it just creates so much stress for an offense, Who do we chip? Who do we slide the protection to? Like when you got guys that are able to come off different edges or inside, it creates a lot of stress for them, and they just got to guess like kind of what we're doing, and it's going to create a lot of challenges for them, and that's why I think we're so productive.
Along those lines, I feel like you guys had a bunch of free runners at Levis today early on. Is that just creating the confusion, not knowing where those guys are coming from?
Yeah, we're trying to mix it up, go inside pressure, outside pressure, get me and IP or me and Metellus down there, run some kind of pick game. But, a lot of times where we were most successful, I felt, is when we just kind of let guys go. Take no restrictions and just let them use their foot and handwork and go one-on-one and get after the quarterback.
Those two settings put together pretty win. For you guys to respond from first five, lose two, and then win these three against AFC South, like how much of that was what you guys talked about probably accomplishing in terms of doing what you guys probably expected?
Yeah, I think this entire team on all three phases, plays with a lot of confidence. We have a lot of faith in each other, and we go into every week expecting to put on a dominating performance. You can get humbled really quick in this league, but I think from everybody in our organization throughout the week, we stay 10 toes down and remain humble. And we treat our success with humility, and that's important. And that's how you got a good group of guys with the right mindset.
Like, what did you see early from the jump? You kind of had, like you said, the guys up front were dominating, but when you had your sack, that came quick. What did you see early from them?
What, like you mean like what kind of opportunities I saw that we were going to have? Early on, I knew they were going to have some challenges picking up our rush. I think they had some miscommunications early with which way they were going to slide the protection and which way the back was going to step up. I think it was after my sack they just started stepping the running back up, which allowed us to bring pressure off the edge, let those guys eat, and then once we got some pressure off the edge, we just tried to mix it up, go back and forth. It's always going to be a game of cat and mouse, and keep them guessing.
Was there anything similar, because they had 7 sacks, the Chargers did against them, anything similar that you saw on that tape that you saw today, or was it different?
Honestly, I thought we were best just letting our guys go, take the chains off them, and use their foot and hand work and go win their one-on-one matchups. We got guys that are capable of playing at a very high level across the board, and that's why I think we were so effective and they put on such a dominating performance.
What do you say about a guy like Carey? Misses that first interception. That was eating at him, and then he gets that late one.
Talented players like that are always going to get their lick back, get an opportunity, and to come up in that moment was huge for us, just to ice the game and put it away. It was great. Very happy for him.
Getting one earlier, I really should have had about 2, and so it was good. It was good to close the game out with 1, but still a little bit mad at myself for not getting a couple.
You were face down on the 1.
That was in honor of Eric Kendricks. He did that. I think back in the day we were playing the Giants, and he dropped the easy one and laid there for a while. So I was thinking about him when I was doing that.
Well, Cashman just said about you can't hold the good guy down, that you were going to get your lick back after missing that first one.
Yeah, that's kind of how all of us are. Like we have a nice group of guys that can close games out, can make big plays, and it's not just 1 or 2 like big name guys. It's kind of everybody, and we've seen that throughout the course of the year. So I was kind of thinking, like, after I didn't catch that first one, I was like, I'm getting one today. Like, I don't know when it's happening, but I'm gonna get one.
The first you guys created on that, you had a bunch of free runners, and I feel like you just confused their line about where guys were coming from.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to speak on that without really watching it, but when guys it really starts with stopping the run, and then you kind of know that's off the table. And the guys up front did a great job today, like they have pretty much all year. That makes it a lot easier on the back end too, so we got to hold up our end of the bargain even better than we did today.
What can you say about the resiliency now of this team, bouncing back from those 2 straight losses to the way you guys have been winning now, kind of gritty?
Yeah, that's just, there's ebbs and flows throughout the course of an NFL season, and wins are wins, however we get them. I think it's good to get gritty wins and see what you're about when it's not perfect. And if you do enough to win, like, wins are wins in this league. That's all that matters.
What are you guys about? What have you learned?
Just kind of I think the maturity of the team, not getting too high, not getting too low, just focusing on the now and just executing our assignments.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'd like to say you ate again today, 2 more sacks for yourself. What did you see on your 2 sacks? I know that they were trying to change some things up after you guys got to them early with Cashman, but what did you see?
We was just all out there just rushing together, just trying to work off of each other. That was the main thing we was trying to do. And just rush as a team, rushing coverage, come together, and we was just getting back there.
Blake says you guys play better when you guys are playing free, just going, right?
Yeah, we was all just playing free out there, just having fun, just having joy, be physical out there, and that's what we was doing.
Everyone says joy, right? That's a B-Flow thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he always preaches about that. He said he wants to celebrate. You see us out there, we putting our fists up on big stops. That's what Flo wants, so that's what we're going to do.
What do you see in this team now that these past wins have come after your 2 losses, that they've been gritty wins? What have you learned from this team in this span?
I learned that we're gonna stick together, and we're not going to be fazed by stuff. We're not going to blink. We're just going to keep attacking, and whatever happens, we're gonna figure out a way to come through and get the win.
How about the guy behind you, too, Ginkel, getting 2 sacks? What do you like about his game?
Yeah. I mean, we be rushing together, so that's my dog. We be on the same side. We be trying to work off each other. And Ginkel, he a baller. You see what he do. He gets sacks, TFLs, pick sixes. He do everything. It's fun watching him.
You guys kind of feed off each other in the trenches, right?
Yeah, we all feed off each other. The whole D line, me, Gink, JG, Dallas, Hardy, everybody. Like all the OLBs, we feeding off each other. We just all trying to see each other win.
Yeah, it seemed like the D-line was really dialed in from the get-go, right?
Yeah, we had a game plan this week, and we were just all locked in and focused and just trying to execute.
Awesome. Thank you. Congrats. 2 sacks for you. We were just talking to Pat Jones, and he would just say that you two, he calls you his dog. Like, you just kind of feed off each other. What was it like for you personally in there today?
Yeah, obviously the edge room. We got JG, we got Pat, Hadi, DT. We got all these guys that are striving to be the best version of themselves, and we just feed off each other. If we see one thing, or it's all about helping each other out and to grow as a group. And just try to be productive together and feed off each other.
Do you feel that this team, especially on defense, over the past few wins that you've had, gritty wins, Harry was saying that he feels like you guys have matured. What have you seen on this team?
Yeah, you know, KO mentioned that, you know, and every week we kind of figure out who we are, and, you know, we're, you know, resilient, we're connected, we're a bunch of just tough, gritty dudes that, you know, come in every day, you know, blue collar, just want to get better, and, you know, Flo expects that of us, and he's got a high standard, and we're trying to be the best defense and, you know, play for the guy next to us. You know, we don't know who's going to make the play, but we got so many guys that are productive ball players and ball hawks, so it's fun coming into, you know, every week it changes, and it's fun to see that.
I think Cashman was saying that we play our best when it starts at the line, but when guys can just play free, just go and get them. Is that kind of what you saw?
Yeah, when you know, when people start thinking, or, you know, coaches try to do too much, you know, it can slow you down, make you think too much, and, you know, Cashman hit the nail on the head there. Like, when you're playing free, you know, you're playing confident and relentless, and you might make a mistake, but if you're going 100 miles per hour, you know, you got teammates to back you up.
Andrew, those 2 fourth down stops, I mean, how much do you guys feed off of big plays like that?
Yeah, I mean, to us, that's like a turnover. You know, when you can stop them, anytime you get off the field and get the ball to your offense is, you know, positive. And, you know, to play defense, that's all you're trying to do is, you know, our offense, when they get the ball and they can get rolling and put points up.
Harry said he was mad that he missed that first interception, that he told himself, I'm going to get one now today. Guys like that always seem to bounce back up, huh?
Yeah, you always got to have that belief. You know, I feel like when you do miss something like that, it always comes back around. You just got to, you know, keep trusting the process and keep working on your fundamentals and techniques, and eventually the ball will bounce your way.
Have a little hand in this win?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there was a lot of different aspects to this game. You know, I mean, we had you know, everybody touching the ball. You know, so it was really good. We were spreading it out. Sam was doing a really good job. I mean, what a play by him today. I mean, just a great game. So a lot of guys, a lot of fun, and, you know, we came out with the win.
Bounce back win for Sam, or a bounce back game kind of for Sam, would you say?
I mean, yeah, it's every game, you know. I mean, every game's different. Every game has its ebbs and flows, and so, you know, we have so much trust in that guy. I mean, what a great player, what a good dude. And so we just try to have his back at every point. And, you know, he did a good job today, spreading it out and playing well.
I don't know if you saw it, but on that play where he was like Houdini and you thought he was down and he kind of scrambled Sam and got out of it, does he not get enough credit for what he can do with his feet perhaps and escape pressures? And
Right, yeah, 100%. No, he can run now. He can run now, so you can't let that loose. And you know, obviously he can extend plays, and we just got to stay open as receivers, which we did on that play. You know, I think that was to Scherf, and he was able to convert that first down and continue the drive, and so that was huge. I mean, we just got to continue drives, continue, you know, playing well and finishing in the red zone. So.
Did you take it personal as an offense last week that you guys didn't get in the end zone for touchdowns or not? Like, what was the feel going into this game that way?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to finish. That was huge for us. That was a goal for us this week, and you know, we were able to go down there, score a couple times in the first quarter or whatever, and then you know, we kind of got a little lackadaisical a little bit, and you know, as an offense, we just needed to be able to move the ball and keep continuing those drives. So a lot to learn from on this tape, a lot from, you know, every position. So it's a learning experience, and you know, it's good when you come away from a win and you can still learn from these games, and that's what we've done throughout the season. That's what we'll continue to do.
When you say lackadaisical, is it focus? Is it energy? Which is it?
I mean, I think a little bit of both. You know, I mean, we need to know our assignments, execute our assignments, do all those kinds of things. So I think, you know, it's player driven. You know, KO's made it player driven throughout this organization, and we hold each other to a standard, and you know, we try to execute at that standard. So you know, we'll all watch this tape together, basically on the plane ride back, and talk about things and communicate things, and that's that's this locker room. That's this culture that we've built here is players talking to players and understanding what'd you see on this? What'd you do on this? Why'd you do this? That kind of stuff. So, again, it's incredible to be able to have this locker room, have this team, and, be able to learn from wins, because that doesn't always happen. People don't always look at film, and when you win, even though you should, and you need to learn from some things. So it's really fun.
Jay, about after last week, the offense kind of took it personal that you guys hadn't been finishing. How did it feel to actually come out there today and finish and get it started early?
Yeah, definitely was great. Just moving the ball and and just extending those drives. Of course, on some of those drives, of course, we would like a little better execution. Of course, the first drive had a turnover. So there's definitely room for improvement, things to look at and things to improve on. But I definitely felt like we took a step further, especially from last week.
Well, not many teams can say you can learn from a win, right? And TJ was also saying in the middle, you either the offense lost focus or maybe a little bit of energy. What did you see there?
I'm not really 100% sure. You just got to, carry on that same energy throughout the whole entire game, which is difficult. It's not an easy task to, stay into a game and just play 60 minutes, straight great ball. So, but it's possible. It's definitely something that we got to, just kind of buckle down to and just kind of understand, what we have in front of us, the opportunity that we have in front of us. And, I mean, just like we always been saying, we haven't played the best ball we have been playing. So, there's room for improvement, and, it's a good, point in time to really start, turning over things and getting to where we would really like to be at.
Is that the good thing about this? You guys feel like you haven't played your best and you're still 8-2 right now?
Oh, for sure, yeah. And, of course, we got to give a little thanks to the defense on parts of those wins. And, I mean, this team as a whole is just a great team. We just have to, put it all together the whole entire game. So we're working on that for sure, but it's definitely coming. It's coming.
How similar did their play against you today?
Totally different. I mean, last week they kind of stayed in that too high and pretty much played either cover 2 or 2-man the whole entire game. This year, I mean, this week they kind of mixed it up a little bit, played a little man here and there, played a little one high here and there. So, they gave us opportunities to win on those one-on-one battles and to get open. So, that just the drive just kind of continues if we're getting those type of coverages and we're able to go against those one-on-one matchups. We always feel confident in ourselves to win those type of battles.
So the dig route that he hits, that Sam hits Jordan on, you've obviously been on the receiving end of that. What is it that makes Sam so effective with that particular throw?
Yeah, I feel like he just kind of can read and understand the coverages, especially when we call it during those times. Majority of those times we're getting cover 2. So, I mean, it's just him just anticipating where Jordan is going to be at before he even comes out the break, and him just leading him. And it was just really great execution by everybody. And, I mean, it was just a great job by him by extending the play and getting into the end zone.
Was today kind of offense by committee? I feel like everyone had a little hand in this one.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody definitely had a little hand in this one. I mean, just having to, just get plays here and there. No defense is just going to give us anything. So every single play, every single drive that we got to come and execute our plays, and we don't know who the ball is going to go to. It really doesn't matter. As long as we're going out there and extending those drives and putting points on the board, that's all that really matters.
This team's 8-2. How's that feel?
It feels great. Feels phenomenal. Didn't feel like this 2 years ago, something like that. So it's definitely great to be on this side of things, and just like I said, we definitely have room to improve and things to do better on. So we're 8-2 right now is great, but going into these next few games and of course leading into playoffs, we got to change a little bit of things around.
If you do that and you guys put it all together, how good do you think you guys can be?
Oh, wonderful. I mean, if our defense is doing great in forcing turnovers and getting us the ball back. We're getting the ball back and scoring off of those turnovers, and I mean, just the whole entire game just dominated. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be able to compete, with the different guys that we have on this team. So, just we're waiting for that day that we all put it together for sure. Appreciate y'all.